Hey guys, today I'm going to be going over your 15-5 math lesson using your Reteach to build understanding. Okay, let's get started. Vocabulary. Number 1. An angle is formed by two rays that have the same endpoint. Two angles can share a common ray. Angle ABD and angle DBC share a common ray. Name the common ray. So as you can see, I've color-coded my angles that they talk to us about. You don't have to. If you want to, you can. So name the common ray. A ray is an angle that has an endpoint and goes forever in the other direction. So in this case, the common ray that connects angle ABD and DBC would be BD, ray BD. That would be your common ray. And don't forget to label that it's a ray. Don't just put BD. The label for ray is a line with an arrow. Okay, number 2. Find the measure of angle KJM. So here is angle KJM. Okay, that's the angle we're going to be looking for. So angle KJL, which is this one, JL, and angles LJM, they do not overlap. So the measure of KJM is equal to the sum of its parts. Write and solve an equation. Measure of KJM equals the measure of KJL plus the measure of LJM. The measure of KJM equals 60 degrees plus blank. So in order to find the sum of the angle KJM, you have to add both angles, which would be KJL and LJM. So KJM equals 60 degrees plus, you can see that both angles are equal to 60 degrees. That would be 60 degrees. So 60 plus 60 is, you can use your math notebook to show your work. If not, you could just do it off to the side. Even though this one should be easy, you don't have to show your work. 120. So the measure of KJM is equal 120 degrees. Don't forget to put your degree symbol. Alrighty. Number 3. The measure of angle AKC is 70 degrees. Find the measure of angle AKB. You can tell that angle AKB is a lot smaller than AKC. So AKC is decomposed into two non-overlapping angles, which are AKB and BKC. Okay. Write an equation. Measure of AKB plus the measure of BKC equals the measure of AKC. So we already know that angle AKC is 70 degrees because they had already told us that. And now we need to find the measure of AKB. So let's go ahead and read that over. AKB plus the measure of BKC equals the measure of AKC. So the measure of AKB plus 50 degrees, because that's what BKC equals, we answer to AKB. So find the missing angle measure. Measure of angle AKB equals 70 degrees minus 50 degrees. So how do we get 70 degrees minus 50 degrees? Because they told us in the beginning that AKC is 70 degrees. And we're subtracting that by the degree that we already have, which is BKC, which is 50. And that should help you find the measure of angle AKB. Okay. So measure of AKB is 20 degrees. I forgot to put 70 goes here. 70 degrees. Okay. All right, so let's do the last one on the back. You could do it on the back, write on your math notebook, separate sheet of paper, or right on here, okay? On the back, number 4, two non-overlapping angles that share a common ray form a right angle. One of the angles has a measure of 55. What is the measure of the other angle? Well, we already know that a right angle equals 90 degrees. So you can go ahead and draw it. Doesn't have to be perfect. 90 degrees. So two non-overlapping angles that share a common ray form a right angle. One of the angles has a measure of 55 degrees. What is the measure of the other angle? So you could even do this, just like our top one that we did. And we know that one of the angles has 55. What is the angle of the other one? So in order to find that, we'll do 90 minus the other angle. Can't do 0 minus 4, so that'll be 10. This becomes an 8. 10 minus 5 is 5. 8 minus 5 is 3. That's 30 degrees. Okay. In fact, we can erase this one. I think I did my 90 too big. Go ahead and write it just right outside. This will be your 55 degrees, and then this other angle will be your 35. Okay. So what is the measure of the other angle? 35 degrees. Okay. And with that, that concludes our Reteach to Build Understanding on your Math Lesson 15-5.